Hello guys, this is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Cams, and today I'm gonna show you how to lob like a pro. So there are only two types of lobs. A topspin one is I call an aggressive lob, and the second kind is flat, and that's defensive. So to play at a pretty decent level, you should have both of those. So when you have time, you can lob that ball using topspin and control that energy by putting spin on the ball. And when you're out of options and you're in a dire situation, barely getting to the ball, that's where you go to a defensive lob and try to get that lob as far into the court as possible so that opponent gets back and hopefully has a pretty hard off the bounce overhead. So let's talk about, for the club player, what I work with my students a lot of time is the first kind is the topspin lob. So the advantages of that are it's hard to read, and the other, for club player especially, it's incredibly effective as an approach shot. Yes, you heard it right. So let's just say two people rallying. It could be singles, it could be in the doubles format, and if you can lob that ball with pretty good rotations on the ball and hit it deep into the court, watch that opponent. As soon as they back up and don't take that ball on the rise, you commit it, and you basically putting that opponent in a very tough spot where they just barely bunting it over. That's why you do either swinging volley, you can do conventional volley, or you can do an overhead. But in either case, a well-placed topspin lob will almost guarantee you an attackable ball back. So the only drawback of that, and that's reason why it takes pretty decent time to get good at it, you have to control the energy through spin. So the idea is you should be able to swing as fast as you want and control how much power it has by how many RPMs you put in on the ball. So you again should be able to swing really fast, but a lot of people don't have that ability, so it takes a while to know exactly how thick or how thin to swing. If you do it too thin, it goes shallow. If you go too thick, it goes too flat and it flies out, given you always swing fast, which is the goal. So a lot of club players resolve to just bunt in it, but the main disadvantage of that, there's actually two that I can think of right on the spot. So one, it's pretty hard to do, because that means you have to accelerate just precisely enough every time with the just right amount of acceleration so that ball goes far. And if you're just a little bit nervous, so it's a little windy, you can easily overcook or undercook, and either one obviously is not good. But the other disadvantage, and that's kind of more, I guess, more advanced way of looking at it, it's very easy to read. So that's why I talk to my clients all the time. You watch the other team, as soon as you usually can see it by the grip right away. They don't have semi-western grip, so it looks continental or something like that, and the shoulders drop. You already can see that it's not a disposition for any powerful shot whatsoever. You can already take a few steps back and be in a very good position to hit an overhead. So definitely I would consider you guys start working on the topspin lob. It's hard to read. It looks like a real swing until it doesn't, and then you can modify it. And as you can see just from my shadow swings, I love to do it with a vertical ending. That ending lends itself perfectly to a lob. So you have to be able to reconfigure that ratio between power and spin from your regular shot that is going to be more of a drive to a lob that is much steeper, and therefore you put in more spin and therefore subtracting energy from the ball. So all right guys, so definitely should have both, but if you play tennis for any period of time at all, you probably know how to do the flat one, but the spinny one has a lot more uses, and it's actually is what I call a spinny aggression. From the baseline to baseline, you do that lob well, that's a spinny aggression. And that person on the other side has to take it either on the rise, and if they don't take it on the rise, they'll have to go all the way back, and if you do it well enough, it's gonna go over the fence. So really, if you do it well, it leaves them only one option, and then it's to take it on the rise. And that is extremely difficult to do time after time after time. So, and again, if they don't take that option at all, they basically lost a point. They just bounce over their head, and that's a checkmate. So, all right, guys, please let me know if you have any questions, and please feel free to reach out to me and ask me anything tennis related, and I'll do my best to make a video for you and answer your question. And with that being said, go rock the courts.